Hello everyone. Today I remembered to make sure my microphone was on. We've got a bit smoother of a bit of a start here. Let's see, who do we have? Tyler, first in the chat. Hello. Philip, hello Philip and Cheryl. Sarah says, hey everyone, I'm just popping in to say hi. I unfortunately won't be hanging out tonight. I'll be spending time watching some D&D with my husband. That sounds fun. Let's see, Philip, the music's so peaceful, putting me to sleep. Oh no, wake up Philip. Let's see, Kathy says, enjoy time with your husband. Hello Kathy. Let's see, Rebecca. Hi Rebecca. Welcome, welcome everyone. Well, let's see. So today is Wednesday. Let's move this thing up a little bit. There we go. So last time we got some, Soul Frog done, the sharks, some plants, some rocks, all of that. Let's see. Any news? So just as a reminder, this Saturday we will be doing a stream. So we will be live on Saturday. It's going to be at 10 a.m. I'm going to be part of the Color Me Festive Christmas in July event with, there's going to be a good, hi Pat. There's going to be a good collection of other streamers. There's Nick and Tina Colors. There is Laura Colors 2, Dreamin' Colors, Coloring with Vicky. Like there's a whole list of them. So it's going to be a fun packed. It's like over the course of 2 days. So yeah, mine is going to be on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time until 12 p.m. So if Kimmy can't make it tonight, okay, that sounds good, Mia. And hello, Mia. Kat, the colorful colorist, says, hi, all. I'm not on staycation anymore, so I haven't been able to catch many streams. That's all right, Kat. Love having you here. Any news, laugh, or cover Mueller all day. All right. Let's see. I tested out. So I don't know if anybody knows of the colorist. And she's actually going to be part of the live streaming event, too. But her name is Laura Colors 2. Anyway, she puts out these coloring pages here, a lot of faces. And so today I ventured to try them with my art markers because Arteza also just came out with some brand new grays and skin tones. Now these are just with the tones that I have, but the skin tones, there's a range of, there's like 36 of them, same with the grays. So I'm excited to try those out. So today I just practiced with the markers that I have to see what improvements I can make for when the skin tones come out. Anyway, but she has a lot of good coloring downloads on Etsy. But you can look up on, yes, Laura Rafferty. Yes, exactly, Mia. So she's got a lot of good downloads if you are into coloring faces. So yes. Anyway, so this one's one of hers, and I use the Arteza Everblend art markers with this one. Anywho, just a side note, I was working on that this afternoon, so was just having fun with that. Let's see. I think that's it as far as news is concerned. Let's see. Yeah, she's great. She's wonderful. All right. Well, I did have a request to show how I color the rocks in the corner of the book, and I said yes, and then I remembered she was at Belinda's stream last week. Oh, okay, awesome. I remembered that I cut mine out, but what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out my secret garden here, and I'll show you how I kind of flatten the creases to get to what I want to color in the middle. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to find a good example here. Well, this one's not bad. Okay, so this is from Secret Garden here. So it depends on, let's see. Hi, Brittany. Welcome. Let's see. Who was it who wanted to know? I don't even know if she's here yet. Let me double check and see what the post was so that I can make sure she's here. Let's see. Let me check the group 1 second because I want to make sure that I see that. Here we go. Oh, it was Catherine. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll wait until Catherine shows up. That way she doesn't miss it. So if I miss it and Catherine shows up in chat, oh, it was you. Okay, Kathy. Oh, okay, perfect. See, I was looking for a Catherine, but Kathy, that works. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, last name Flowers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Anyway, so I took my page out of the book, so I won't be able to show you with the rocks. But basically, it kind of, you know, I'm going to lift this up a little bit because we're a little bit close. I had it close for the coloring portion here, but I'm going to raise it. Perfect. Okay. There we go. All right, let's make sure this is in focus. Come on, camera, focus. All right. So, you know, I took it out of this book. This was another page I was working on. But one of the things you can do, because you see I had creases here also. So, one of the things you can do, your alias, there you go. Hi, Patricia. So, one of the things that you can do is, it kind of depends on what you're willing to do with your book, okay? So, if you're wanting to flatten out the crease so that you can get in these crevices a little bit better. I've heard some people use a rolling pin across the middle. But what I do is I take my book, open it up to the page that I'm coloring. Say I'm coloring this one. Okay. Open it up, flip it over, just like so. Then while pressing to the table, I fold it over. So you're getting to that crease there. Gotta be careful not to bend the other page. But basically, you're bending your book, kind of. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera, I'm kind of pressing hard. You're bending the book inside out. Now, you're fairly flat. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to get, super close in here. But now, the middle of it is pretty flat. Now, if I'm trying to get really inside these crevices, I'll really sharpen my Prismacolor, and then I'll just, turn the book so that I can get the angle of the crease and color it in. But I try not to get too particular. I mean, like I said, on this one, hello Beth, on this page here was one that I was working on, and you can see that I basically did the same thing, but see, there's still a little bit. Now let's see if I can, let's zoom in here so you can see. There's still a little bit in this crease that I obviously didn't get to. But, it doesn't have to be perfect. Basically, I turn it inside out and I really just kind of flatten it. But turning it inside out helps to really get that flatness in the spine there. So, yes, that is how I get to those crevices. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's why a lot of times these days I actually just prefer to cut my page out, because half the time I end up laminating, or I put them in a folder with other books. I don't ever keep my books together, mostly because I like being able to, freely color the edge, freely turn my pages without having to worry about the rest of the book, especially in a sort of streaming setup, because I've got tripod legs in the corner, so it's like they're on this side here, on either side, and then one up top. Oh, thanks, Beth. Yeah, it's one of my R&B. Yay, found you live again. I'm so glad. Yeah, Beth, it's one of my work in progresses. I started, actually, it's so funny. I started it when Pokemon Go came out. I only remember that because we were playing with it and I took a little picture of it. So that would have been, gosh, when did that come out? It's a few years ago. At least 2 years ago? Maybe? When did Pokemon Go come out? 2016 or 17? Anyway, yeah, I've left it for a while. Just one of those ones, I don't remember what I used. I suppose I could go back to it eventually, but I think I just got burnt out, So I had started on these apples and pumpkins. I do like the way these blackberries have turned out. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. There we go. Yeah, I was really pleased with how those blackberries turned out. And, I was working on some sort of background. I tried to color the netting a little bit. And let's see. There's the pumpkins. The apples. And all of that. I was really into, I had some bottled glitter ink that I used a lot on there. There's always question as to what these are. These are gooseberries, by the way, if you ever want to look up. These are called gooseberries. But, yeah, I got one half done and just sort of petered out on the rest. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll finish it. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Jim. I see Mason just got back from the bed. Oh, how'd that go? That's Mimi Hunter shots. Okay. Love the blue you have in the background. Yeah, that is sky blue light and cream, I believe. And then I think I blended it. There you go, Harvey. Yeah, I blended it with some white, I think. But anyway. But for the picture we are working on today, we are going to do some more rocks. We're not going to do all the rocks because I was asking at closing the other day, and there were mixed answers. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the rocks sporadically, so we don't just have a whole stream where I'm doing rocks, you know. So we're going to work on some of the other plants today, which we don't really have too many. You know, we've got these ones here, these ones here, these ones here, and these ones here are going to be the same. And I think the grass here, like up here and here, you know, so this color that we did for the grass, we're going to do for all the underwater grass. And then the grass that's up above, we're probably going to be doing something a little bit darker. And then we've got, you know, these little sea anemone things and everything. So, oh, I'm so glad, Mia. We got this little chest down here that we need to go ahead and color. So we've got a few little straggler items. So we're going to be doing a number of different things today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start up in this corner today. We're going to cover a few more of the rocks. Oh, and by the way, if anybody's wondering what I use to cut out my pages, I just have a little X-Acto knife, and I just carefully, you know, slide it along, or, you know, cut away from you, but I slide it along and cut it out that way. So if anybody's wondering how to get their pages out. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and work on some of these rocks, the plants, these leaves. We're not going to do all the rocks, but we're going to kind of start on our left and work our way over to the right, and we'll see how far we get tonight. Ideally, we'd get most of this done. I don't know. I foresee maybe a couple more sessions. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a miracle. Maybe we'll get it done by the end of the week. We shall see. And then as far as what page I'm going to color on Saturday, we're going to do it out of Johanna's Christmas. I have not picked the page yet. Yes, exactly, Mia. I have not picked the page yet from Johanna's Christmas, but I'll post it at some point before that Saturday. So for those of you that came in, just a reminder, I will be streaming on this Saturday at 10 a.m. as part of the Color Me Festive event with a bunch of other live streamers. There's basically people going to be streaming all day on Friday and Saturday. So there'll be loads of other streamers to check out as well. But 10 a.m. to noon Central Time is my block. So if you are interested, that is where I will be. Okay? All right. I'll be actually right after Coloring with Vicky and right before Nick and Tina. So it'll be good. It'll be fun. Okay. Let's jump in, shall we? Exactly, Mia. Well, with all the Johanna I've been doing, it seems only fitting that I do a Johanna page for the festive one. Yeah, I think so. Okie doke. Sky is streaming too. Yeah, I've got I actually printed out the list here. I can read them off if you want. So on Friday, first up I'm going to read Central Times because they're kind of all over the place and that way we're concurrent. Okay, so for Central Time, Alexandra Smith is going to be streaming from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like I said, I'm reading all these Central Times so you can calculate them for your own time zone. Then there's the Coloring Book Nook. After that, then Nick and Tina, then Coloring Vicky, then Tanya Bjornson Art, and then Cajun Sunshine Crafts, then Dream in Color, Laura Colors 2, and then Saturday is Honor Your Crafts, Coloring with Vicky, and then me, and then Nick and Tina, and then a little bit of a break, and then Dream in Color and Victoria Color. So there is, I love Coloring with Vicky. Her and Sky are two of my best friends. Oh, that's awesome, Beth. Yeah, there's going to be loads of them, so it'll be a fun day. I'm not sure, what everybody's going to be doing exactly, but I do know that I'm planning on doing the Johanna Basford page. So that is what will be here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with just a couple of these rocks, okay? And I actually left out my pencils from last time because I knew I was going to need them. So we have 30% warm gray. We have, let's see, where is, let's see, our white. Some of the pencils are so short. Oh man, so I went to Hobby Lobby. There you go, 50%. No, wait, is that French gray? That's French gray. We don't want French gray. I went to Hobby Lobby because I was thinking that I could get, there we go, 70% warm gray. Oh, for sure, Philip. I'm not sure that it's posted anywhere. Mia, do you know more if they're going to be posting the schedule? Well, it's in, oh, what's her name? She's got it on her YouTube. Hi, Samantha. Welcome. Got all caught up. It's like coming from another dimension. There you go. If you go to, let's see. I'm terrible with names. I can never remember all of them. Let's see. If you go to, okay, go to Dream in Color. That's her Instagram. And then she'll have her YouTube link there. But it's Dream, here, let me type it in. And Sky Channel, it's just, yeah. So here's her Instagram name, dream._in._color. There we go. Okay, that is, yeah, Dream in Color. Okay, so that's the one I typed as her Instagram, the one Mia typed as her YouTube, and yeah, you'll find it in her community tabs. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Yeah, and so that should be the schedule for that. I've been watching this one show on Netflix called The OA, Dimension Travelers. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, her community page, exactly. Yeah, and she's got the spreadsheet listed up there. So, and who knows, maybe by this weekend a couple more slots will be filled. But I know that they postponed a little bit because they wanted to see if they could fill in with more streamers, and it seems that we did. So we got a pretty full set here going on. So, and it's got all of the different time zones that you can mount up. She's got AEST, Netherlands, UK, Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time. So she's got a lot of them up there to help you find what's going to be good for you. So, but it'll be good. There's going to be lots of people there. Well, welcome, Lisa. We are discussing there's a Christmas in July coloring event this weekend. So we were discussing who else is streaming on Saturday. But for today, we are working on our secret garden page. Got our little fish here. We got some plants, some rocks, a little frog, a little shark. So we are going to work on some rocks and some plants, some of these little anemones. We're going to kind of move around and hopefully get quite a bit done today. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. There you go. Thank you, Mia. Yeah, we have a Facebook group that we keep everything up to date on there. So if you would like to, you can join that. All right. I also have my Instagram. You can put, exclamation point Instagram like Mia just did there. And that's where you can keep up to date on when I'm doing all my live streams and all of that. Okay, so I'm getting out the rock colors right now. I'll list them off to you here in just a moment. Okay, so let's see. What am I missing? Pale Sage. Oh yeah, so anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby because I was just like, I really need to get some of those replacement pencils, you know, because I'm almost out of light green, and I love light green. And I got there, and I forgot that Hobby Lobby has a pretty limited selection, you know? It's not like they've got the whole, I have to work all weekend, so I'll miss all of it. Oh, that's too bad, Cat. But you can go back and rewatch it, too. And I'm streaming on Saturday, but there's loads of other streamers streaming on Friday too. So if you want to kind of keep up with it, thank you, Mia. If you want to keep up with it and see what's going on. But like always, mine will be posted to YouTube later, and so you can catch up that way. Okay, so for our rocks, we're going to do some colorful rocks here. So let's zoom on in. You can see the names. Okay, there we go. All right, and we're gonna lower this just a little bit so we can get nice and close. Our super zoom here, huh? Pick up. Okay, yeah, summer on Friday, exactly. All right, so we're gonna start with 70% warm gray, 30% warm gray, and then we're gonna use these 5 kind of pastel colors, and then we'll blend with white. So we've got, I noticed that too at Hobby Lobby, I need certain colors and they, exactly, yeah, because I needed like cobalt turquoise, light green, yellow chartreuse. I mean, they had white there, obviously, but I was like, dang, so I'm gonna have to figure out, oh, there you go, yeah, that's the spreadsheet. I'm gonna have to figure out, how many I need and what I need, and I'm just gonna have to make an order from Dick Blick. I don't like doing that though, because, you know, the shipping itself is like usually almost $9, and it's just like, dang. So when I do order from there, I have to make sure that I make the shipping worth it. You know, look at Mia, she's such a good mod, getting all those links in there. Yeah, but I try to avoid the shipping if I can, but you know, they're way too expensive on Amazon. So I just wait until I need a number of them, and then I make a big order, and it makes it worth it. So anyway, but yeah, so we have warm gray 30%, warm gray 70%, sky blue light, cream, grayed lavender, deco pink, and pale sage. And then we are going to blend with some white also. Okay? All right, so let's get these sharpened up real quick. We'll do just a couple rocks, and then we'll move on to some plants, and then maybe we'll squeeze in a couple rocks a little bit later, but that way we're not doing them all at once. And then maybe if we've done enough rocks, maybe I can color the rest of the rocks off stream, but I want to make sure I color a number of them because there's so many different sizes. That way there's no question as to how to color them. Okay, does that sound good to everybody? Yeah, truthfully, I'm a little bit of a, yeah, shipping is so expensive, exactly. I'm a little bit of a nerd, and with that spreadsheet, because I mean, first of all, we all know that I like lists. But I wanted to be able to have the schedule where I could see it. So I have it posted up on the wall, and I, you know, highlighted it all. Did mine so that I can keep track of mine easy enough, but then I've got, you know, the host times for everybody else, and then so I know when to go on here. And then here's the list of everybody there. But yeah, I kind of redid my own thing. Let's see. Hello, Sheila. Welcome, welcome. We're getting ready to color a few rocks here. Shipping to Canada is crazy expensive, but sometimes it's still cheaper than our Amazon. It's just the singles on Amazon are so expensive. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Here we go. Let's move this over just a tad. There we go. And let's make sure we're nice and focused. Can't help it, Mia. I'm at peace when I'm organized. At least like spreadsheets. Don't get me wrong. My room can be a mess sometimes. But, you know, I like a good spreadsheet. All right. So we're going to color just a couple rocks, and then we'll move on to some plants. So don't worry. This isn't going to be a stream just full of rock coloring, you know? All right. So we're going to start with warm gray 70%. So Johanna draws a lot of these lines on here. Some things are really expensive on Amazon. Yeah. We're going to follow some of the lines that are already here to give you an idea of kind of how the rock is shaped. Okay. Gotta remember to keep my hand out of the way a little bit. Okay, we're going to go all warm gray here. Just a little bit. So I've been going through the Doctor Who series, and before stream we finally got to oh gosh, I can't even is it Jodie something, anyway, you know, the girl doctor. I still don't know how I feel about her. I mean, she's only had one season so far. I'll be curious to see where they take the next season, but yeah, I don't know. But it's the same way with, and whenever they get any new doctors, I'm not ready to move on from the old one, you know? Yeah, I like organized too, exactly. Michael's has a lot of Prismas. Yeah, I was thinking, I haven't checked Michael's yet. Like, I know they have them, but usually Hobby Lobby was my go-to, so I'm thinking I'm going to check Michael's before I place an order. See, Michael still didn't have the colors I needed. Oh, there you go. Oh, those rocks are going to be tough for me. I had my book spiral bound. Yeah, this is right on the crease. So basically just do the best you can. It's like I have here, let me grab one of my spiral ones. And we'll see if we can. Maybe I can give you a little tips on working around the spirals. Okay. So this is my enchanted forest here that I had spiral around. I actually got a plastic cover for the front of it too to protect it. And then I had tracing paper placed in between each page so I don't have to worry about transfer stuff. Only thing is when you flip the book so that it's like this, the tracing paper is thin enough that it shifts and then rips easily because the paper is so thin. But let me see if I can find a page here real quick. Maybe we can do a quick little how to work around the spirals, you know what I mean? Let's see. There's got to be a page here somewhere. Let's see, we're going to zoom out one more time here. Here we go. I know like on my very first stream I went over some of these books, so it could be that not everybody has seen these yet. But let's see. Yeah, so you can see here, you know, I'm not going to be able to color this deer face. This is, I turned all my spiral ones into sort of my travel books, you know? Or my, you know, my idea books or test colors book, you know, that kind of thing. Let's see. I'm trying to find something like solidly round in the middle that I could... Let's go back here. See, I even have the dragon ones are in here too. Although I've already colored 2 of the dragons, I don't really relish the idea of coloring more dragons. Where do you get it spiral bound? So I have a local copy shop here in town. And I was really particular. Like, I was practically breathing down that poor kid's neck. But, you know, when you do it, you want to, because the way that it works is they take your book and they cut off the spine. So when you do that, here, let's take off the book cover here. Like, they'll probably do it with the book cover on. Yeah, Office Depot will do it. Yeah, Staples. But you'll see here what they're trying to cut off. It's kind of hard to see. There's, you know, that glue or thread or whatever held together. So what they'll do is they will cut this off here. So like I said, mine was a local shop, so it was slightly more personable than, you know, one of the big box stores. So I was able to tell them exactly what I needed. But I was just like, I need you to cut this as close as possible. Oh, do we have a little blip in stream here? There we go. All right, we're good. So anyway, I had them cut this as close to the spine as possible. Like, I was like, I need you to do this like super, super tight. And then what they do is once they cut off the spine, then they've got to punch it. So you have to accept that you're probably going to lose, what? Not half an inch, maybe a third of an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch of your book. Yeah, Mia, there have been those that have, you know, that have had pretty bad experiences, which is why I was a little bit nervous. But yeah, I was super, super particular. Backwards pages. Oh yeah, definitely. And I think that's why, because we do have, you know, an Office Depot, but I was like too nervous. I'm like, I'm just going to go to this place. I know, you know, they do a decent job and I can see exactly what they're doing as they're doing it. Okay, you know, I think this is going to be our best bet here. Let's just take, for example, this one here. All right, let's just grab any old greens, okay? And I'm just going to show you how I would get in and about these spirals here real quick, okay? So let's zoom in here real quick. Okay, so if you're wanting to get in and amongst your spirals, okay? And I think because I was like so panicked, like, please don't mess up this book. I cannot do this again, you know? So they were like, I think I made them too nervous. So they were almost, you know, nervous they were going to mess up, which I suppose, you know, maybe that's what I was going for. I didn't want them to mess up my books. Okay. So what you can do, I don't know if your spirals are like mine. I was watching them like a hawk to make sure they did it right. Exactly, Sheila. So my particular spirals are a plastic. So they bend if I need them to, okay? So let's say I'm coloring here. Okay, let's just, I'm never probably going to color this page, so this isn't a big deal. But, so what I do is I'll spread the coils like so, And then as I move along, so I'm not quite sure what kind of coils you have, but for my particular book, this is what I would do. You know, make sure you've got a nice sharp point. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not easy. You know, you're just filling in with the green right now. Okay, I'm not gonna do too particular. All right, so say that's our outside green. Okay, here is, we're gonna use this apple green here. Okay. So again, I'm not sure what kind of spirals that you have, but it is workable depending on what you do. I've seen clear spirals too. Oh, that's interesting. Them's fancy spirals. Okay. All right. So yeah, I just kind of shift the spirals around as needed. Does someone keep unliking the vid when I do and then relike it? Oh, I don't know, Raven. But thank you. Mine too, Emily. Thanks for the help. I will try it. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and then you can just... Oh, I think I forgot to add... Well, anyway, this was just super quick example about how I get in between those spirals. Just like so. So yeah, you can just... I don't know. Mine move, so that's how I get in between mine. Oh, mine too. Okay, perfect. All right. So that's that. And I will say for the tracing paper, I had to bring in my own tracing pad and then I had them cut it to match it. Same thing with the plastic covers. Okay. All right. Back to it. Okay. There we go. And we're going to refocus that. Give me one sec. There we go. All right, so this outline first was the 70% warm gray. Okay, now we're going to use the 30% warm gray. Make sure we're nice and centered here. And if you're interested, I think I've got the link down in the description of the video too. That page I showed with the Everblend markers. My 10% off coupon is still good for those Everblend markers. If they're not, and the link isn't in the description below, if you go to my review video for the Everblend markers, the link is there also. And like I said, there's the 10% off coupon that you can use as well. And that information should all be down there. Okay, there we go. Jobeth Sexton, greeting to all. I'm new here. Welcome, Jobeth. I'm so glad you're here. We are coloring just a couple rocks here. I'm going over this edge with some warm gray, 70%. But we are working on our secret garden page, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, we're gonna color lighter there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and use our blue. Let's see, this may have been covered before. Do you copy the page you're coloring or is it removed from the book? I remove it from the book, Shelly. I like being able to have the freedom to kind of turn my page, you know, as needed. I use just a handy little X-Acto knife and I just very carefully cut it out of the book. Most of the time I have a drawer that I store my finished pictures in, but I rarely keep my books all together. Would you be willing to talk about why you choose a particular color? Are you using both warm and cool colors in a certain item? Yeah, for sure. Let's see, not to be mean, but why are you streaming so late? So Raven, I am a stay-at-home mom, and I cannot stream during the day because I am taking care of my two littles, and they go to bed at 8 o'clock. So I do 8:30 in case for some reason they have a hard time going down. But yeah, so it's, for me, it's 8:30 p.m. Central Time when I start. But yeah, it's because I have small children I take care of during the day, and they are not in bed till 8 o'clock. So that is why I stream so late. But if you want an earlier stream, this Saturday I am part of the Color Me festive event, and I am going to be streaming at 10 a.m. Central Time on a Saturday. So I occasionally try to squeeze in weekend streams for those that are in the UK, especially because, I mean, 8:30 at night is middle of the night, and for those, you know, across the pond there. So yes, I occasionally do weekends, but I start late because I have to put my kids to bed, and yeah. Anyway, Debbie, so let's see why I choose a particular color. Well, I like the warm grays because since we're doing a range of colors with the warm grays, it's kind of, they match up well, and they contrast well. I mean, it's all pretty faint anyway, you know, warm versus French, but I knew I didn't want a brown rock, and I didn't want just a, like, so the way that the warm and the French and the cool grays work is that, think of it as primary colors. The French grays are going to be more in the red family, so the red of the primary color. The warm grays are going to be more in the, or sorry, I got that backwards. Let me look at them real quick. Sorry, that's what it was. The French grays are in the yellow family, the warm grays are in the red family, and the cool grays are in the blue. So I wanted something to kind of balance the rest of the colors. And then I chose these ones because these are a good pastel range, and I want something that is going to be subtle, but yet when you look back on all of it, it's going to be colorful at the bottom. But I don't want the rocks to stand out as much as I do the plants and the fish, because it's going to be framing it. And if you make your darker rocks that are, you know, too bright of colors, then, you know, your eye is drawn to the rocks. And, you know, although you want them to look nice, they're just rocks. I want the attention to be on, you know, the foliage and the fish and that kind of thing. So I chose something pastel and a gray that complements all 5 of the colors that we chose. Let's see, you were just talking about the Castaway movie, and that is what's on TV. Oh, see, I'm telling you, Tom Hanks, man, the man is a genius. Hi, Shelly, welcome. Oh, wait, I said hi up there. Okay, but either way, you get a second welcome. Hello, Shelly. All right, let's make sure we're nice and in focus here. Is it later? I mean, it's right. It's 9:05 right now. Is it later than 9:05 for you, Raven? Okay, so we're going to use sky blue light now. And we're going to blend that in with the grays. We're not going to blend it all the way to the middle because we want to leave a little bit of a highlight to blend with the white. Hi, Ariane. Hello, people. The episode of Suits is over. So the first thing to do is our live stream. That's awesome, Ariane. Great. A little bit of the sky blue light here. Ah, got you. Okay. Yeah, well, this weekend's going to be a little bit more of an agreeable time at 10 a.m. Central Time. So that should work. But yeah, just mostly because of my kiddos. All right, now we're going to use our white. And we're going to blend that in here. Kind of smooth it out a little bit too. Make sure. Occasionally I'll get a piece of pencil under there and I'll realize I'm coloring on like a little lump. There we go. And we got a nice kind of soft pastel kind of blue hue rock. So next what we're going to do is 10:05. Okay. Yep, it's just a late night stream, but like I said, I occasionally try to squeeze in some weekend ones, but also once school starts, there's a good chance I'm going to be able to do some more daytime ones. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit once school starts. So look for some changes there. We have a Facebook group. If you do exclamation point Facebook, in the group, and !Instagram. That is where you're going to be able to keep up on any stream time changes or any other special events, or if I'm doing any weekend streams or anything. I keep everybody updated on there. We're using that warm gray, right? The warm gray 70% there. Thanks so much for sharing that. It helps us to be able to color our own as well. Exactly, Debbie. Perfect. Yeah. Anytime you can add this info, would love it. Sure, for sure. I think sometimes I don't think about it because I go like on autopilot. Like, I'm like, okay. And this is the 30%, by the way. I'm like, I got my colors. Let's do this thing. And then, yeah, I tend to get in my own little zone. We're coloring lighter around the middle too, so that it's easier to blend the other colors. There you go. Thanks, Mia. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do the pink. And the reason I'm doing the pink instead of the green or the purple is because the green and the purple are in the cooler family, and so I want to stagger the colors. So, you know, I'll put like a cool next to a warm and, you know, alternate them that way. All right, so we're using Deco pink here. My teeny tiny little Deco pink. Go. Sweep that away there. Okay, and then we're going to use our white. And then we'll do one more rock before we move on to some plants here, okay? All right. Make sure we're nice and centered here. So how is everybody doing on this Wednesday? We're halfway through the week. Woohoo! I like your evening streams. It's relaxing to watch. Oh, thanks, Samantha. Yeah, it's a nice way to wind down a little bit, huh? And we're using that 70% warm gray right here, too. Okay, now we're going to use the 30%. Pencil's trying to roll off the desk. Going around this little plant here. There we go. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do a green rock. Okay, so we're using the pale sage. Okay, pale sage there. We're leaving just a little bit of that white in the middle there to help blend it. Okay. One of the little things to watch out for too when you're blending with white is if you're blending with a lot of different colors. I usually wipe it on my pants just because it's Wilson. There you go, Samantha. I wipe it on my pants just because it's handy and it comes off in the wash and everything. But you can use a little cloth or a paper towel or something. But when you blend with white, you can tend to get a buildup of whatever color you blended with last. So say you're blending with like a dark blue and then you go to use the white to blend with, you know, a lighter color. Now you've smeared that dark blue over it. So always kind of give your little white pencil a little white before you move on to your next color, just so that you're not dragging in colors from your previous blend that you do not want. Especially if it's a darker color onto a light color, because although Prismacolors are forgiving, they're only forgiving to a point. There we go. Let's see, my week is going great. We got a puppy on Monday. His name is Ruger. Oh, cute. What kind of puppy? That's the green one there. All right, so we'll take a short break from the rocks here. We'll pick up with a few more in a little while. But now we're going to move to some of this grass, okay? So let's shift it here. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and do this one. I think we'll save like the top part and we'll do that. Let's zoom out. We'll do this top part like all as one section so that we remember which grass we used for these. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to here. And then we're going to do these little anemones here. We'll do some of this plant. So we're just going to kind of move down this section, okay? Yeah, week's going pretty good. It's been busy here. Definitely busy. Poor puppy Mia. Okay, we're gonna shift this just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so let's see. For this one down here, we need olive green, lime peel, and cream. Yeah, I didn't put any of these away because I knew I'd keep using them, so I just got them on a mug on the desk. But I write them down after every stream, but then it's just like, well, no point in, you know, putting them away because I'm just going to get them out again. And maybe actually... Husky Bulldog mix. Oh, that has got to be adorable. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely adorable. All right, Raven, if you do, not saying you have to, but if you do end up joining the Facebook group, you totally have to post a picture of him in the Facebook group because that sounds absolutely adorable and fuzzy and oh, probably some rolls on his face. Oh, that's so cute. He likes to try and eat everyone. There you go. All right, let's make sure we're nice and in focus here. There we go. All right. So we're going to start with our olive green. Okay. Nice sharp point. I mean, because really, who doesn't love a cute puppy? Hi, Alyssa. Welcome. We're starting to color some of the grass. We colored a couple of rocks here on our page, and now we're moved on to grass. We're using olive green at the moment. There we go. You're not late, Alyssa. There you go. Exclamation point late. Take a gander at what'll pop up after that there. There you go. See? You're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Ooh, I feel sneeze coming on. Oh, I was able to stifle that one a bit. Apologize. There we go. All right, we're using lime peel here to blend a little bit. There we go. Thanks. I tried to stifle. I did. Must be allergic to me. Nonsense. It's like pencil dust on my nose or something. No, I'll tell you what it was. The cat kept jumping up in my lap today while I was working at the desk, and I had to give my desk a good wipe down. Yeah, I swear, like, after they leave your lap, all the fur just lingers. I was, like, using lint rollers and wiping the desk, and it's like, come on. Keep your fur to yourself, you cat. We're using cream now, by the way. I find that olive green and lime peel are extremely complementary. Generally, if I'm using one, I'm using the other. There we go. All right. So there is our leaf there. Cat hair stays in the air for ages. Oh, exactly. I know, I just need to take like a vacuum to the air. Can I lint roll the air? Can I do that? Is that a thing? All right, let's see. Let's take a look at these little things here. What do we want to do for these? Because they are so tiny, I'm halfway tempted to just use gel pen on them. I suppose there's a little bit of wiggle room for these little things here. So we might do that. Let's do a red. Shall we? We haven't done a red in a little bit. I guess we got lots of reds. No, let's do a red. All right, what do we have in the cup that we've been... Dog hair too gets everywhere. Exactly, exactly. You know, let's grab Dahlia Purple and, oh, you know what? Let's have some fun. Wanna have some fun? All right, we're gonna do some fun colors. Dahlia Purple and Neon Pink. I feel like Mia will approve of the neon pink. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the, I should get a little bit closer. You know, let's see if we can lower this just a little bit so you guys can see even closer. What did we test it at? Was it 5 inches before my camera doesn't go in focus anymore? To get a macro lens for some of these. I think it's a thing, a macro lens for coloring. Here we go. There you go. Tried to get that super close there. I mean, this thing is smaller than my fingernail, so it tells you how small it is. Okay, so we're gonna use Dahlia Purple here. Okay. Just coloring on the tips a little bit. Okay. Now, my neon pink is a little scratchy. I don't know if everybody else is, but it is a little scratchy. So that's something to keep an eye out for when you're choosing your colors to blend. So we'll see how this blends in with the Dahlia Purple here. Let me turn this just a bit. There we go. Wow, that is really close, isn't it? Okay. We'll see how this blends. Oh, they actually did pretty well together. I'm okay with that. Okay. This little bright pop here. Here we go. Yeah, I love Dahlia Purple. Pretty much any chance I have to use Dahlia Purple, I'm going to use it. And then we're going to resharpen the neon real quick. Okay, get a nice, super sharp point. And we are going to add, in these little sections here, we're going to add just a little bit of neon purple. Because that's too tiny to try and fit even a gel pen because of the triangles. If it was a circle, maybe, but... There we go. Sometimes it's fun to just throw in a splash of color, you know? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use gel pen on this and this because it's just so tiny. And plus we want it to kind of pop out from this rock a little bit, okay? So we are gonna be using the Arteza glitter gel pens. Okay, let's zoom out so you can see it. These ones here. Ta-da! Okay, Arteza glitter gel pens. All right, and we are going to use, let's see, for that flower, let's dump these out here. Let's see what colors we have. All right, let's see. You know what? We're gonna do some orange. Yep, glitter. We love glitter. And we're gonna do orange and blue. Okay, and then you see these little lines that are on the edge of this? These little lines? We might follow that up with some glitter also. So let's grab the pink. Okay, and then lastly, for this little thing right here, let's see. Let's see. That one. We're gonna do this one. It's this one here. A little bit brighter. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to bonk the mic. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. Are you repeating these color combinations anywhere else in the picture to carry your eye throughout the painting, or is this shell too small to worry about? I'm going to say the shell's too small to worry about. What we might do... Here, let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Because, although I use Dahlia Purple there... I did use, and sometimes I'll look at it as a whole and I'll decide as I go along. So I did use some Dahlia Purple here, and there's this. So what we might do to balance it out is we may use some hot pink here, or even, you know, would be kind of fun, maybe doing hot pink on the snail. But something small to balance it. You know what I mean? Because we did something small here, so we'll do something small here. Maybe we could even do these tiny little flowers that are in the corner. Maybe we could do some hot pink with those. So yes, yeah, I'll probably be doing something to balance it on the other side. Let's see. Alyssa says, for the next page can you do something from Daydreams by Hannah Carlson? I do have that book, and I definitely want to do a Hannah Carlson one. It might be the time to do it. I mean, we've been doing loads of Johanna books. What do we have left? We've got Enchanted Forest. We're going to do a Johanna's Christmas page this weekend. So maybe before we move on to Enchanted Forest... Oh, we still have Inky Ivy too. Yeah, we haven't done Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. We haven't done Enchanted Forest. So maybe we'll take a brief detour and we'll do a Hannah Carlson page. We could do that. All right, request taken, Alyssa. Next book after this will be Hannah Carlson. Okay, let's see. Raven says, what is your favorite thing to use when drawing, like color pencils or markers? Oh, when coloring. It kind of depends. If I just have my go-to pencils, I prefer my, where'd it go? Especially if I'm going out to color anywhere. I have this handy little roll-up that a friend of mine made. Her Instagram is called A Hum for Hope. But I enjoy using Ergosofts. 36 colors, super simple, just super easy. Doesn't take much to blend them. Like, they're just, I mean, it takes, you know, you have to get used to it a little bit. But I love these pencils. These are my go-to pencils. That being said, I recently started using the, let me grab them here. These ones here. The Arteza 72 count color pencils. These are like a balance between Faber-Castells and Prismacolors. Thanks, Mia. So yes, these are kind of like in between the two, and they're great, something to learn with, so they blend nicely as well. And also, fun fact, should be in the description below. If not, I've got a review video about it. But there is a link to them as well as a 10% off coupon right now. Pretty much any of the Arteza stuff that I'm using right now, you can use the 10% off coupon for all of them. Kobe Roseanne's books, there you go. Prismacolors also, I am currently really in love with these glitter gel pens. I colored a page today using the Arteza art markers. I didn't finish it, but I was just kind of working on it to test it out. This is a page by, it's Laura Colors too. Her name's Laura Rafferty. Anyway, I was playing with the art markers on here. You can see how much it bled through though. I definitely tested my limits. This blue actually bled through onto this. You can see a little bit of blue there. But that's how I got the handy mat, which also has a link in the description or, you know, on the review video, and you can use 10% off on it. Hashtag ad? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I've been getting to do a lot of different things. Let's see. Yeah, Hannah Carlson. Yeah, you know, mix it up. We don't have to do all Johanna all the time. So yeah, after this, we could do that. She also draws. You talking about me, Mia? Yes, I also do draw. I did a little mandala thing. Mostly lately, I like drawing on my iPad just because of how clean it is. I've got the Apple Pencil and everything like that. But yeah. So for that, if I'm hand drawing stuff, I also like to use the Staedtler pigment liners. Those are good for that. But if I'm just drawing something simple just for fun, I'll use my iPad and iPad pencil. But for coloring, yes. There we go. All right, we're going to make this a little bit clear here. Boop. All right, we're going to have a little gel pen fun, shall we? I like to use gel pens for little embellishments. Yes, yeah, I do. And I've drawn a few of coloring pages too, and I've, you know, handed out some of those and stuff. But yeah, I do a few things. Let me see. Yeah, I'd have to move the camera for that. But anyway, yeah, and you can find most of those drawings on my Instagram and such. I did an art show that had a bunch of like insect drawings and stuff. I was trying to find my notebook for that the other day, but anyway, I could probably spend a whole stream just showing all the stuff I have. All right, so we are going to use our blue glitter gel pen here now. There are teeny tiny little things here. Okay. There's some space in between, so I'm not coloring the circle all the way in because I want to make sure I leave space for this alternate color we're going to use. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Thanks, Mia. Alright, then we're going to add our orange because orange and blue are complementary colors. Look at that pop. One thing about choosing colors is that your color wheel is your best friend. Complementary colors are just that. They complement each other. So when choosing colors, if if you're struggling, referring to a color wheel is always going to be your best friend. Look at that, so sparkly. All right, now we're going to take our pink gel pen here. There. Just giving it a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of pop. And it's okay we're doing this now, because by the time we do the ocean, you know, the water, these will all have dried. I have a tendency to smear these. Okay, then we're just gonna fill in this little flower here with this green. It's kind of like a teal green. Okay. Fun glitter, exactly. Who doesn't love glitter? There we go. And I don't know if it's like tabooed and, you know, you're not using only pencils, but really, who doesn't love a little glittery embellishment? And I find that they're perfect for these teeny tiny ones that I just don't have the patience to fully color all the way. You know what I mean? There we go. Let's see if we can catch the light here so you can see. Look at that glitter. So nice. Let's see, may I ask you a question? Of course, Ribbon. Oh, Mia, may I ask you a question? Ah, gotcha. All right. Now let's raise up again just a little bit. There we go. Just adjusting the tripod here. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, Raven, her name is a different color because she is a moderator in the channel. So she helps me, you know, she puts the links in the channel, helps me keep track of chat and whatnot. So yeah, she has moderator privileges. That's why she's got that little wrench next to her name. You'll see a couple of those in here. I've got Mia and Kimmy and Tyler, and Chelsea is in here occasionally. Exactly, yep. Yeah, because I can always keep track of chat, so occasionally if we've got, you know, somebody that comes in and is inappropriate or isn't following the rules, then she has the power to take care of that. There's really no simple rules, you know, just be respectful, be nice, simple rules. Okay, I think because we have, I thought about whether or not to do like orange or reddish leaves here, but we have the red and the orange fish. And since I want to have these the same on either side, we are going to do these in green, but a darker green. So I want to use Peacock green. Let's look at our color chart here. Make sure we find a good complementary color. Peacock green, let's see, where's that? Down here. Oh, you know what? We could use true green here. Peacock green and true green. They're small enough leaves that we only need to use 2 colors. Okay, so we're going to sharpen up our peacock. Where did I put my sharpener? There it is, behind the cub. It's just like I don't move from my seat, and yet somehow I still happen to lose things. Oh well. All right, we're good. And we're gonna use our handy dandy little pencil extender here for our true green, just to make it a little bit easier to color with. Okay. All right, and see, we got some gel pen on here, but we did this, you know, a few days ago, so it's plenty dry. All right, so let's see. Maybe let's zoom in just a bit so we can see, and then I'll move it. Those greens will look great in the fish. That's what I was thinking. You know, something to really help make pop, because the water is going to be, you know, blue, so I want to make sure everything is balanced. Okay. All right, we're going to color with the Peacock green. It is PC 907, right at the tip, okay? I always want to make a colored line along the branches. I find that when I do that on a single line, my lines are always crooked, and then I get mad at myself. All right, we're just going to color the tip here, and we're starting darker at the tip, and then as we go inside, we're going a little bit lighter. That's the key to really to blending any colors, is when you are blending two different, even, you know, multiple colors, but even just two. When you are coming to the end of one color, you want to color it lighter so that you don't have a harsh line between colors. Nice thing about Prismacolors is they are actually really good about blending together. So the fading definitely is more important for harder lead pencils, but it's a good thing to practice so that your blending comes a little bit easier. Go. Sure, we're still in focus here. And then with this true green, it's so bright, this should really pop. And then if for some reason one color takes over more than the other, you can always go over with another layer. There we go. Any other ideas for the shark? No offense, kind of want to do a different color. No, no worries. You could do a, I mean, because we have like purplish pink leaves and stuff here. You could do, heck, you could even do like a green. Like you could do something kind of like what we did with the rocks, like choose from one of the rock colors and do something different. You could even do purple, or I mean, really, it's your choice. And you can use the same kind of style, you know, how we did like the gray around the tip, but really you could throw in any color that you wanted for that. All right, then true green. Start at the bottom. Watch those little flecks that break off. And then you're blending that on up into the peacock green. Now, in case you feel like, because I want this leaf to be a little bit darker, so we're going to go back over with the peacock green a little bit. Bring it down just a bit more. Now we can use the true green over here. There you go. We'll go through and color all of these, then if we want to add more peacock green, we'll go through them again. Nice and bright, yeah? Yeah, I like that a lot. Because even though they're little leaves, if you look about how much the branch takes up of the picture, it's going to take up a good portion just because it spreads out a little bit. So it will definitely draw your eye to it. Make sure it's nice and in focus. Centered. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Can we get some cheers in chat for our first super chat of the night? Thank you so much, Samantha. I appreciate that. Thank you for your 5. Whenever I see the little box out of the corner of my eye, I just like, oh, I get so excited. Thanks, Alyssa. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, a nice dark green with a bright green really helps to pop. So you can see, like, it's a little bit lighter than I would have liked. So I'll go back over. There we go. Going back over just a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to take our true green again and just blend that just a bit. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and there's Tyler. Hi, Loretta. Yep, we are live. We've colored a few rocks so far, a little bit of seaweed, has some little gel pen anemones, and now we're coloring some leaves here. We're going kind of left to right. We're going to circle around. All right. Yeah, and we just had our first super chat of the night. Yay, Samantha! Okay, there we go. Oh, and look at this! We have got another teeny tiny little snail right down here. We'll definitely have to use some gel pens on him. He is so tiny. He is like, yeah, you can see how tiny he is. I mean, look at like the lead size here, but he's so little. But we'll do something fun with him. Something that pops. Alright, so let's get a nice sharp point on our leaves here. Some glitter. Yes, most definitely. Okay, so do a little bit of this peacock green here on the tip. Now because the true green overwhelmed a little bit, this time around I'm coloring with the green a little bit further down the leaf so that maybe we don't need to go over it a second time. There we go. He is a cute little guy. Honestly, I didn't even notice him until now. It's like a Where's Waldo book of Johanna Basford. Where's the snail? Where's the tiny little animals? It's great though for like her puzzles because like that's what when I'm putting together puzzles, I find like the obscure things and it's like, okay, this is all part of a butterfly. This is, you know, all part of that. But yeah, in case anybody didn't know, there are Johanna Basford puzzles out also. I enjoy doing those ones. Pink and red snail would pop against the leaf. Yeah, there you go. I'm thinking I might, because he's so teeny tiny, I might wait until after the water's all done and then do the gel pen on top of that. But I don't know. We'll see. Gotta do him justice for sure. I've been coloring in the small handful of partial Slicci sketches in my sketchbook. No clue why other than it appealed. Yeah, more power to you. On a whim today, I decided to practice the art markers in Laura Rafferty's coloring picture here. Whoop. There we go. Let's practice some faces with the markers. Definitely have a way to go learning about those. I'm no expert, but I feel like I'm getting better every time. Faces, you know, in particular, it's hard knowing where to shade and stuff, you know? Although I'm proud of myself because I did that one without referencing anybody else's colors. Because sometimes if I'm doing a face and I'm just like, I don't know where I should be putting the shading on this, I'll try to find that particular picture on Instagram and then see what everybody else did. But I was proud of myself. I did that one without, you know, it's not finished. I didn't finish her crystals or anything. But I did that one without checking any other, let's move this up, any other references on Instagram or anything. So I was kind of proud. Let's see if we can get all those leaves in there. It's 10:40 p.m. here, so I'm going to head to bed. Have a great night, everyone. Have fun coloring. Sounds good, Alyssa. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to be live again on Friday at 8:30 Central Time again. But if it's too late on Saturday, we're going to be doing a 10 a.m. stream. So feel free to swing by around that time. And that's Central Time again. We're part of the Color Me Festive streaming thing. So, see, I've got some Limoges 24 set of skin tone markers. I've not gotten brave enough to try again and practice. Yeah, well, it's nice because Laura does downloads. I figure if I messed it up, I could just print it out again, you know? And I've got some matte photo paper that I color on. So it worked out. Yeah, Saturday morning. So I'm streaming regularly, the normal page Friday evening, and then the Color Me Festive event is going to be Saturday morning. Kind of like cartoons. Thanks, Mia. Awesome, Melissa. Sounds good. Well, you have a great night, and we will chat with you later. Thanks for swinging on by. I kind of wish you had like a mailbox at the post office or something so we could send you things. Aw, thanks, Samantha. Well, I think maybe when the stream maybe gets a little bit bigger, that might be something worth investing in. I had a PO box for a while, but I just never used it as much. But yeah, I'll start thinking about that. But thank you, that's sweet. before we move on to the other section, let's go ahead and fill in the leaves here. Actually, I'm going to give this a little bit of a sharpen. There we go. We're using that true green, and its code is PC 910. Do you ever try to make the drawing lines disappear with your coloring? Yes, I have, Debbie. Actually, I have a good example of that. Give me 1 second. Somebody had asked me to film a tutorial video on how I did it, and I haven't done it yet because honestly, that was the first time that I tried it. And I didn't feel super confident to try and teach others how I did it. You know what I mean? But I have it uncolored. I could probably do it on the other one. So this was my attempt at it here. Let me zoom out here. I'll show you because this was the one I was working on before I started streaming. And honestly, I just haven't come back to it yet. I feel like it could be nice though if I finish it. I just have the background and stuff to do. So not on all of this, obviously, but my idea was, because it's a, you know, it's supposed to be a glass with a potion and everything. Let's see if I can zoom in. The idea was, okay, well, it's a glass, so it shouldn't, you know, have hard stuff. And I gotta tell you, like, it was definitely trial and error. You can see, like, this doesn't have it as much. Now, we're zooming in super close, so you can see, you know, the lines a little bit better. But, like, I have a white Jelly Roll gel pen, and I have some white ink, and I have a Posca pen, and, like, some of this I tried to, you know, blend, because I used Ergo Softs on this. But excuse me, I tried to use my Prismacolor white on there. So that was kind of the idea with that. Move it slowly there so you can see. So it's not perfect by any means. I see, you know, and then I wanted to pop a little bit more, so then I took like the pink and outlined the white a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know that it really worked. It looks nice from far away. And one of these days, I'll finish this picture. But I have that story with loads of these. I got to remember what blue I used. But see, like, I still have this little glass jar and, you know, these little ones on the shelf. But, you know, it's almost done. I also added, like, I added these leaves right here, a little bit of grass. And then I added some extra leaves here. I was wanting to fill it to the edge. So, yeah, I added just a few of my own leaves. I think maybe, let's see, which ones are mine? Okay, so I think as far as which ones are mine versus which ones are Johanna's, I added this tall frond here. I added this little branch here, this little branch here, these leaves here, because I really just wanted to bring it to the edge. So then on this side, I added this one here, and these 3 leaves here, and then a little bit of grass all the way to the edge. And I liked it because I felt like it brought it around a bit more in a circle. So, you know, it's there. I feel like I could probably finish this in a day if I actually sat down and did it. You know, I was trying to get more texture on the tulips and everything, but yeah, I'll finish it one of these days. I haven't put it in the drawer yet. I keep it out on my little shelf here so that I see it and I remember, because I do want to finish it. I do like the way it's looking. I just haven't got around to it, you know? But thank you. You ever try them on a PDF? Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you have the ability to, like, especially if it's a printout one, you can always scan it. That's the nice thing about Laura Rafferty's pictures, is that when you purchase them PDF form on her. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Yeah, I'll add a few things. Back in the early days of coloring, I added stuff to my pictures all the time. I don't know. Maybe I'll show just real quick, because I know a lot of you weren't here when I first started the stream, and that's when I showed them before. Let me grab. It's in an enchanted forest. Let me see. That's ivy, enchanted forest. Oh, here we go. Here's the enchanted forest. I was going through a phase where I was wanting to add, like, characters and stuff. Go figure, I grabbed the wrong enchanted forest. That's what happens when you have too many copies of the books. Here we go. Alright. Move this for just a sec. because Enchanted Forest was my very first one. Let's see, is this one it? Yeah. Okay. So, and I don't know, I guess you consider it fan art, so I don't think it's a copyright issue, but for the fact that I added some TV characters on here. Let's see. Because, yeah, Enchanted Forest was my first one. So, let's find... Let's see. Oh, this was my very first coloring ever. I've come a long way since then. Let's see if I can find it. So I cut out a lot of the pages. Yeah, see, I've got them all hanging up on my walls now. You know what? Let me try something. Give me one sec. We're gonna... Okay. All right, so let's see. So on my wall here, I've got this one. Let's see if I can focus it. I added Charlie Brown here. Here he is. Sorry if it's not too focused. Let's see, where else? Where can I drag the camera here? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna come over here. Let's see, that one there. It's laminated, so it's got the glare, but I added the Weeping Angels and the TARDIS in that one. Let's see, do I have any other ones that I added on here? You know, that might be it for the added ones. I have a bunch on my Instagram. All right, let's pop this back up here. Little... Huh, it was upside down. Sorry, I didn't realize it was upside down. See, it's formatted for, you know. There we go. Yep, sorry about that. Went mobile. Yeah, it's formatted for being sort of upside down when I stream for the way the thing is, so I apologize, but you know. You get upside down stuff. Yay! And of course the cord's messed up. One second. This is why I shouldn't do things without planning them. There we go. Excuse the shakes here. All right. Yep, it was upside down. But look, this is right side up. It's because the way that the camera is faced, it's like it's upside down, and so in the program I have to switch it around. So, yeah. Anyway, that was probably the worst way for me to show you. Took a field trip! Yay! Here, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, most of my early stuff is all gonna be on Instagram, which you can see. I'm gonna see. This would have been a better way for me to show you. We're gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom here because it was the beginning stuff. Let's zoom in here. Let's see, that was Magical Jungle. Okay, here we go. Here's the beginning stuff. All right, so, okay, so here was my fish page that I made before. So I've colored this one before. Let's make sure that's in focus. So we're doing things a little bit differently this time, but that was the fish page before. Okay, and then let's see if I can find one where I added stuff. Okay, here we go. This was my Star Trek bunny. I made him my space bunny. And at the bottom it says, to boldly go where no bunny has gone before. So that's my space bunny. And then I added the little skunk from Bambi in there. And then this one I added Dorothy. And this was all like early on. See the yellow brick road there with Toto. And, oh, and then this one. Oh, this will be the last one here. But that one I added Dory. I went through a whole pencil on that background. But yeah, so I've done a bunch of them. Okay, no more field trips. No more field trips. I'm gonna mess up the camera with my luck. All right. Let's get back to it. Okay, yeah, that was early days. My style has definitely changed quite a bit since then, but yeah, I mean, it was fun. And just as a reminder, we're using that true green here. Blended it in with the Peacock green. Okay. There we go. Have a good night, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out. Go. All right, so there's those leaves there. Okay, now we're just going to quickly do these ones down here, and then we'll move on to something else. Sounds good? Okay. All right, so a few of these leaves here, then we'll do something a little bit different. We're using that Peacock green. Like I said, we wanted something that was really going to pop around these orange and red fishes. There we go. All right, now we're going to use our true green. Oh, you know, I just realized, colored that leaf backwards, colored the back the green. Oh well, it'll mix it up a little bit. Adds character to the picture, right? That's what happens when I distract myself. I'm way too easily distracted. Just see something shiny, I'm like, ooh, shiny, and off we go. Taking the camera on a road trip. Probably avoid doing that one again in the future. Lessons learned, I suppose. There we go. All right. Nice bright little green leaves. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can see. Okay. There we go. Those pop really nicely. And then we'll do the same color green leaves on this side when we get to the other side. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're gonna add in just a couple more rocks as we go down here, and then we'll do these little things here. Okay. So we've done a blue, a pink, a green. Let's see. Let's grab these out. We're gonna do a yellow one now, and then we'll do a lavender. Okay. So grab those warm grays again. Okay. So warm gray 70. Okay. Actually, I like that idea as the sunlight might be hitting the leaf a different way. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it alternated a little bit. All right. And warm gray 30. And then what did I say? We're going to do yellow and purple. And we're alternating those to get, so we don't have warm colors next to warm, you know, other warm colors. Right? Oh, and our white. Okay. Now a little bit of, make sure we're nice and in focus. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. All right, so we're gonna add in some of that warm gray here. Warm gray 70%. Here we go. And we're going to follow Johanna's lines here. We're going to do a little bit of warm gray here. Okay. Same thing with here. Gives the rock a little bit of dimension here. Okay. Then we're going to use the 30% warm gray. I'm over that 70%. Okay. Such an inspirational talk from Tom Hanks towards the end of Castaway. Like in the movie, it's honestly, it's been a little while since I've seen it. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. That's when he's sitting down. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. But really, what is it that Tom Hanks says that isn't inspirational? I mean, I know he jokingly said that him and the Rock were going to run for president, but I gotta say, I'd probably vote for him. Okay, I'll leave politics out of it. But no, Tom Hanks is absolutely wonderful. I love him. I am so excited to see him in Mr. Rogers. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I really, when I saw the trailer for it, I really had to take a double take just because they did so good on his makeup, you know, the eyebrows and everything. I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I realized who it was, and we're using the cream now, by the way. When I realized who it was, I was just like, oh man. I texted my friends. It was like, we need to go see this, like yesterday. Just too bad it isn't open. What, it comes out in November or something like that. Okay, we're gonna use our white now. Let's see. Wipe that off a bit. All right. Blend in with our white. Okay. Nice and colorful. All right, now we're gonna do our purple one, and then we'll move on. Okay. Here we go. Then he sees the wings. Exactly. Another great Tom Hanks movie I really enjoy is The Terminal. It's like Castaway, but at an airport, and he has a love interest. Well, I guess he does have a love interest in Castaway too, but yeah, I love him in The Terminal. Oh, now I want to go watch The Terminal. It's really good. If you are a Tom Hanks fan and you haven't seen it, you should. Okay, so that was the 70%. Now we're going to use the 30%. Okay, blend that all in together. A little bit lighter. Okay, now we're gonna we're gonna use our grade lavender. Oh, so many good ones. You're right, Mia. He's so talented. I don't remember too much about Charlie Wilson's War, but I remember not being super impressed with it. But if I seem to recall, he was less wholesome in that one a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, Samantha, if you like Tom Hanks, you should see The Terminal. It's super good. Let's see, where'd my white go? There it is. The premise is, I mean, I won't tell you everything that happened in it, but the premise is he's from another country, and his country has some sort of political unrest, and he's traveling to New York, but his country goes into revolt, and so he can't go back. And because he doesn't technically have a country anymore, he can't go into America. So he gets stranded at the airport. And so it's about his story there, you know, trying to... I always love the movie Big with him. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That one's a classic. Are you kidding me? But it's about, you know, him trying to make his way there and, you know, try and get out. And, of course, there's love interest. But anyway, it's so good. I mean, yeah, it's classic Tom Hanks. He's good. There you go, see, and now we have all 5 different colored of the rocks, so that gives it a nice little pop of color. I like that. All right, so now we've got this little thing here. Okay. This little thing right here. This little thing here. So I assume it's sort of like a sea anemone kind of thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to... Let's grab our Dioxazine purple hue. Okay, and our pink rose, okay? Little complementary colors, but it'll give it a little pop of color. You know, like I know I did blue up here with the gel pen and everything, but I try to stay away from a lot of blues. I know I did the frog, but hi Miranda, welcome. I try to, yeah, stay away from a lot of blues because we're going to do so much blue in the water. So if you're wondering why I don't use a lot right now, that's because we're going to be doing, there's going to be a lot of blue in this. Okay, let's see. Let's lower this just a tad more. Now we're gonna do some of these small things. Our little super zoom here. Okay. Fix this cord here. That's what happens when I try and take it on the go. All right, nice and in focus. Here we go. Almost looks like a caterpillar, but that couldn't be. Yeah, it doesn't have a head. Well, you know, she's got all these anemones around here, so I assume it's just some sort of version of that. All right, so we're gonna use the Dioxazine purple hue here. A little bit on the sides. A little bit on the sides here. Okay. Then we're gonna use pink rose. To sort of blend that across. Okay. Yeah, we went for a ride. I'm good, Miranda. How are you doing? Okay. Now let's go ahead and grab our gel pens again. We're gonna grab our purple and our pink, okay? So these ones here. And these are, again, these are the Arteza glitter gel pens, okay? So we're going to use our purple here. Okay. Like I said, sometimes these little ones are just too fiddly. And it's a good opportunity, you know, to add a little bit of stuff. Let's see. Sarah says, I'm going to say goodnight. I'll be out of town for the weekend, so I'll have to catch up with all of you on Monday. Sounds good, Cheryl. Well, you have a great weekend. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, now we're going to use the pink. Look at how bright those are. Like, they really stand out from each other. In fact, I could probably, yeah, there you go. We'll draw some lines in between. Yeah, nice and bright. Well, you're seeing all glitter now, but the pink's there, I swear. There we go. Look at that. I love glitter. Glitter's so nice. It's so tiny, tiny. You know, sometimes just trying to fit in that pencil is more frustrating than anything else. And when it gets frustrating, then where's the fun, you know? Here we go. Still the same Emily, but I'm getting worse new paints. Oh, I'm sorry, Miranda. Okay, let's see. Let's do these before we do any other rocks, okay? And I think what we'll do is we're gonna do these, and instead of doing these rocks, we're gonna jump down to these smaller ones so I can show you how we can do the smaller ones and still get plenty of that color in there. Okay, and then I think I'll fill in the rest of these big rocks since we've done them here and here. I'll probably fill in the rest of these big rocks on stream so you don't have to wait to see me do it. So when you're doing it by yourself, and I'll post the picture when I'm done. I probably won't get them all done tonight, but when I do it, my general rule of thumb, so that you get a good balance, like it was different here because the colors were, you know, next to each other. But if you have them in a line, if you have the option to alternate your warm and cool colors, okay? So anything that's going to be a cool color is like your blues and your greens and your purples. Anything that's going to be a warm color is going to be your reds, your yellows, and your oranges, okay? And so if you alternate them, that helps it not look too heavy on one side or the other. So that's what we're going to be doing down in these big ones. So I'll do the rest of the big ones off stream, but tonight we'll do some of the small ones so I can show you how to do the small ones but still have some color coming through on them, okay? So for now, we're going to do the rest of these little anemones, then we'll do some small rocks, and then I think we'll move on to this grass here. We didn't do it at the time because we were using this gel pen and we didn't want to smear it. So, but this time we're working kind of left to right. So thanks, Miranda. Yeah, we're working on it. We're making headway here. All right, let's zoom on in. Okay, let's find our little sea plants here. Let's bring this forward just a smidge, shall we? There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, so let's do some orange, mayhaps. Yeah. do we have in the cup already? Ooh, that could be fun. Let's do magenta. Let's see what else we have. You know, let's grab something out of the drawer here, okay? Let's look at our chart. We're gonna get some yellowed orange and sunburst yellow. Okay, so yellowed orange. Let's find our sunburst yellow. That's canary yellow. Sunburst yellow. Okay, so yellowed orange, sunburst yellow, and magenta. We'll grab the orange too, just in case we need it. Yeah, same here, Miranda. I hope you feel better soon. That's gotta be frustrating. We've missed you too! All right. And then let's grab, so we'll do that orange there. Actually, you know what? They're both kind of the same. Let's do them both the orange color, okay? All right, so we're gonna use magenta. Here, PC 930. We're gonna grab this orange just so we can blend it in a little bit easier. Okay, so PC 918. Then we have, ooh, I need to empty my sharpener. Yellowed orange, PC 1002. And Starburst Yellow PC 917. And then just real quickly, we are going to empty our shadings real quick, okay? In case anybody likes the satisfaction of emptying shavings here, we're gonna use this. Woo! Yeah, that's full. I haven't done that in a while. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. There we go. Oh, the kitties are good. Kitties are good. Let's see. One's, I assume you mean the cats, not my actual kids. I mean, they're both good. They're both good. The actual kids are asleep, and well, so are the cats. All right, handy little jar. Got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby for like 75 cents. It's pretty good. Okay. Oh, headaches. Yeah, Raven. Headaches are, I get, well, I don't get them as much, but headaches are an issue. Raven, do you take any kind of magnesium or anything? I found that it helped me, and I also was reading, turns out a lot of women are magnesium deficient. And so taking a magnesium supplement can sometimes, not that I'm, you know, promoting that or anything, but that's what works for me. Not yet, amazingly. 10:10. He hasn't bothered us at the door yet. We've got two, Miranda. Yeah, we've got two, and normally he's at the door by now, but he is asleep. Well, I assume he's quiet, but he's asleep because he's not at the door. Okay, so we're gonna use magenta first. Go. Yeah, I take it nightly. Actually had the hubby pick me up some more today. All right, there's the magenta. Now we're gonna do magenta on this one too. Okay. Fish oil, oh, okay. What color? So we are using magenta and orange, yellowed orange, and sunburst yellow, these ones here. So, make sure I'm not smearing that one. PC 930, PC 918, PC 1002, and PC 917. Oh, mom's. Oh, Miranda's mom. Okay, sounds good. Hi, Miranda's mom. All right, there's the orange. Make sure we're still in frame here. I try to remember not to cover up as much when I was coloring, but. Oh, so high back. There you go. Orange. Orange, orange, orange. Okay. And orange up through there. And I used the magenta because I wanted a little bit of a red pop at the end of the orange. But I didn't want something so, you know, I wanted something a little bit more subtle. Oh, and Mom was talking about the kitties. Yep. Yep, they're good. They're sleeping. One's pretty snoozy right now. She's on the bed. A gecko got into the house the other day, and she very proudly found it and ate, well, not ate. She got half of its tail. We found the tail, but we were able to rescue the little gecko and release him outside. But she was pretty proud of herself. All right, we're using the yellow and orange now, which is funny because usually it's our other cat that, you know, catches anything that happens to make its way in. But she was pretty pleased with her little kitty self. And she's older too, so usually she doesn't, you know, she just, sleeping is her thing, so she doesn't, isn't bothered too much by many other things, but it really perked her up because she even wanted to play and everything. She was just like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. I found a gecko. Oh yeah, for sure. But she's not usually like that. She's never been a big hunter, which is why we're all surprised that she found it and not the other cat. Hi Beth, welcome! What color the kitties are? Oh, what color the kitties are. Oh, sorry, my cats. So we have Paul McCatney, and he is I guess they call it blue technically, but he's a gray tuxedo cat. And then our other kitty, she is what's called a Torby. She's like a tortoise and a tabby mix. Let me see if I have a picture I can show you. I think she'd get mad at me if I tried to move her right now, but oh, this was him on my lap today. Here we go. Whoop. That was him on my lap today. If I clean my screen a little bit, there you go. But yeah, he is a gray tuxedo cat. Mine were watching a tea lizard in the window a few days ago. There you go. And then our other kitty, she is, see if I can find a picture of her on my phone. Let's see. Sometimes she just sleeps, so there's not a lot that I, you know, snap pictures of. Let's see if I can flip this. They were snuggling the other day, so that's the two of them together right there. There we go. They're buds. He's only about a year old and she's like 12 or 13, so he is very handsome. But they snuggle together, they like each other. One of our other cats, he passed away less than a year ago, and so I think she was missing him, and so having the new cat here I think has helped. Yep, oh yep, you can hear him, yep, that's the snacker. Yeah, the Paul, he's our snacker. Mine won't sit still long enough to usually snap a photo. Yeah, well, she pretty much just sits all day. So, here we go. This was them on the chair together the other day. Let's see if I can get one where they were both looking at the camera here. Maybe not. But it's like I think about posting these things on Instagram and then I don't. Here we go. There we go. They were both sitting on the recliner. But yeah, he's a handsome little guy. Anyway, okay, I'll stop showing my cats. Well, see, I won't show my kids on stream, but I will show my cats. You know, so I gotta show off where I can. Let's see. We're gonna use Sunburst Yellow now. Although we did have one stream where the kids did come and say a hi, so there's been the lucky few on here that have got to, oh, gotta zoom back in, that have got to hear their voices. There we go. And again, that's that Sunburst yellow. Okay, so those are those colored. We're gonna grab a glitter gel pen here for the edging around it. Okay. This is kind of like the dark pink of the glitter gel pens. Help make that magenta kind of pop a little bit at the end. Love me some glitter. Should be my catchphrase. Love me some glitter. Plus it's pink, Mia, so it's glitter and pink. This should be your favorite. There we go. How Dorley looks like he's posing and she's giving him the older cat eye roll. Yeah, she rolls her eyes at him quite a bit. It's funny, like I feel bad because he wants to play with her so bad, but you know, she's just not so cute. I bet the older one protects him. Yeah. Well, you know, she's just not interested in a whole lot of playing, so most of the time she gets annoyed with him and hisses back at him when he tries to tackle her, you know? She'll be sleeping on the bed and then he goes flying across and, you know, just like noms her ears and she's like, ah, get off of me. All right, we're going to use this kind of darker green one here on these. There we go. Yeah, they're both having their snacks now. There we go. Paul must have been pestering the husband out there and he caved. Yes, love pink glitter, exactly. Oh, I missed you. Hey, Tyler. Okay, so we're going to let those dry. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. We're going to do some of these smaller rocks so that you can see how to get the small rocks with to show color. And then, like I said, we've shown now how to color the big rocks. We're going to show how to color the little rocks. And then just so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, I will color the rest of the rocks off stream. So that way you don't have to sit through all of those. But you'll have samples because like we colored this one last time, we colored these big ones today, and then we'll color the little ones now so you can see. Yeah, well, you know, our older cat, she's always been really friendly. Anytime we've gotten a new kitten, like the one that passed away, we got him, we introduced first day, and she was just like, okay, you're mine now. I'm going to take care of you. It took her a little bit to warm up to Paul, but honestly, she is the most friendly cat on earth. I wish I could clone them. They all have the same dog parents too. Oh, that's awesome, Mia. All right, so let's color a few of these small rocks here. Okay, we'll do this little collection here so that you can see kind of how to get those done, and then we'll do the rest. Oh, I need to go. Good night, everyone. Good night, Raven. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out. We appreciate you. We'll be back live Friday night, and then we'll be live on Saturday morning as well, okay? All right, we're going to sharpen these real quick. There we go. Sharpening these real quick. Okay, so just as a reminder for our rocks, we're going to use warm gray 70%, warm gray 30%, cream, gray lavender, sky blue light, Deco pink, pale sage, and white. Okay? Now let's see, let's get these out of the way here. I wonder if I should... trying to decide if I should zoom in a little bit closer, but I think we're good. Okay, let's get some of these small ones done. Now, the trick with the small ones is you don't want to overwhelm the entirety of the rock too soon. Okay, so we're gonna go through and so I'm gonna do like all of the 70%, all of the 30%, and then we'll add our colors next. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be using warm gray 70% here. Okay, so we're gonna do a little outline around the edge, just kind of like we were doing with the big ones, just a smaller outline, okay? So there's a little one there. Okay, that's a nice teeny tiny one. This one too. There we go. So we're just going to do all of our outlines first. There we go. Bit on the edge. So teeny tiny. May need a magnifying glass or I'll go cross-eyed. There we go. Now it doesn't look like he has any rocks under his tummy, but there's a lot of like this unfinished stuff. So you know what we're gonna go ahead and do? We're gonna go ahead and add some rocks under him. So I just drew a line sort of there, okay? We're gonna give him a rock, so it looks like he's, you know, sitting all the way. We're making our own rock. Okay. And this one here. And here, okay? You know, go ahead and there's so tiny. Okay. And we'll do this little bit here. All right. All right, now we're going to use our warm gray 30%. Okay. Now, because it's smaller, I'm going to go over the top of the 70%, okay? We're not necessarily creating a second line, we're just sort of blending in with the top one. No breakage. It'd be a good idea to have a nice sharp point if you can. Like mine just broke a little bit, so I'm going to sharpen it again. Especially for these small ones, the sharper point you can get, the better. That we're kind of going over the top there. A little tiny bit on the edge there. Okay. We're just going over that 70%. And some more breakage, so I'm going to sharpen again. Okay. Alright, we're going to go over the top here. Careful not to go over his little fingers. Okay. Then our little, we're going to add a little bit of warm gray in there. This is our rock we created here. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of alternate here so that we got a good balance of the colors, okay? So why don't we do, let's do blue first, okay? Now we have such a blue and green frog, we're probably going to want to choose our warmer colors next to him, like our pinks and our yellows, and maybe, I know the purple's not warmer, but it's different. So we're going to add our blue here. Remember, we're going to want to leave, or at least try to leave a white space so that we can blend with the white. Okay, so just a little bit. All right, and here. Remember, we're trying to alternate. We don't want to clump too many colors, too many of the same color, so close together, okay? So we're using this sky blue light. Okay, let's see. This one's not touching him, so we're going to do sky blue light here. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab our Deco pink. Okay, we're going to use the Deco pink right here. Careful not to go over his hand. the pink there. So for this one, I mean, it's so tiny, we're just gonna color over the top with pink. We're not even gonna make room for the white. Okay, pink here. All right, and pink here. Okay, remember, if we can, we're leaving that little bit of white spot. Okay, let's sweep some of this away here. Okay, now we're going to use our yellow. This one. Like if you've got an idea that you know what you want for a certain color, do those ones first. Then you can work the rest of them around it. There's not going to be much room for white, so we're actually just going to color in that all the way there. Okay? Maybe go over the edge just a little bit more. All right, there we go. There's the yellow for that. We're going to do yellow over here. Okay, and we'll do one yellow here. Just color in that all the way in. Sometimes they're just too small to fit, you know, so many pictures. I forgot to tell you, when I was watching the last video earlier trying to catch up, my dog heard your cat meow on the video and started barking. She thought the cat was outside. That's hilarious, Samantha. That's awesome. Okay, now we're going to do green. Let's see, we're going to do a green here. You know, when they're clumped, it is hard a little bit to alternate them, but, you know, you do the best you can. We're going to do a green here. We're just going to fill that in all the way. And we're going to fill this one in all the way too. Okay? Now we got 2 rocks left. And that green, by the way, was pale sage. So we're going to do the grayed lavender now on this large rock. And grayed lavender here. Okay, so now we have a couple spots left to blend with the white. Okay, so like this grayed lavender. And remember, if you don't want to trail other colors, go ahead and wipe it, you know, on a cloth or your pants or whatever it is you want to do. And we're just blending with that white a little bit to try and bring all the colors together. Okay, because we want it to be subtle color. Okay, there we go. And here. And this blue one here. Because when they're all laid out, you'll really see the color. Like, I know it seems hard to see it now, but when you look at the picture as a whole, you'll see that there's all these different colored rocks, you know? And those ones that we colored all the way through, if you wanted them a little bit lighter, you can, you know, blend over the top with the white as well. Okay? And that is how you color all the little teeny tiny rocks colorful. Zoom on out now. Okay, so like I said, here's what's going to happen. We've got an example of how to color the big rocks here, and from last stream, we did it here as well. Now we've got an example of how to color the little rocks. So I am going to color the rest of the rocks off stream so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me color the same rocks over and over again. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and color this big guy here, okay? Now the question is, so we're going to have blue water. We've already got some red here. We've got an orange. So we've got a balance of red and orange here. So we got them diagonal from each other. We got a purple one over here. I feel like I need more red. So we're going to do a nice dark green. Not like the peacock green. We're going to do literally a dark green. Like a real just rich kind of green. So let's do, obviously, dark green. Kelly green. Oh, we haven't used Kelly green. Let's use dark green, Kelly green, and pale sage or spring green. Pale sage or spring. Let's do spring green. All right, so dark green, Kelly green, and spring green. All right. Oh, there goes my sharpener. Oh, and it's all the way under the desk. Yay me. Okay, 1 second. Oh, gotta grab the sharpener. There we go. Ooh, I don't think it could have rolled any further under there. Okay, so dark green, Kelly green, and spring green. I think I have some of these in my cup here from last time. Okay, so here is spring green. Okay, and dark green. And we're gonna grab a Kelly green. Okay, there we go. Kelly green. All right. So dark green, spring green, and Kelly green, and we're going to do this big frond here. Let's see, sharpener, sharpener, sharpener. I pick it up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right. Get these sharpened here. Okay. And last one. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with the dark green. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit. You know, I wonder if it'll be easier if I turn it sideways and then we can zoom in a little bit closer and we don't have to worry about moving the picture. Yeah? I think that's good. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's start at the bottom. Make sure we're not running over any other gel pen. There we go. We're going to start at the, let's see. You know what? We're going to do the dark green at the base this time. Okay? Purple would be pretty, but I've got so many reds here, I'm wanting to balance it a little bit, which is why I've been doing a lot of blue greens and a pale green, but that's why I want to do this kind of darker, richer green a little bit. Because I'm thinking that some of these little things like this thing here, I'm thinking I want to do a purple with, so that's going to bring it back around, which I may even do that one before we go tonight. All right, so we're using that dark green right now. Let's see. That one's coming from that side. Dark green. We're going to sharpen just a little bit. Let's see, what have I missed with you guys over the last few streams? Well, I mean, mostly just the, you know, the pages and whatnot, but nothing too exciting. I don't know if you're here for me telling everyone I'm going to be doing the Color Me Festive streaming event this weekend. So I'm going to be live on a weekend in the morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Time on Saturday. So that will be a morning stream. We're going to do Johanna Basford's, you know, the Johanna's Christmas. So that'll be fun. We're using that dark green still, by the way. You know, honestly, Miranda, I haven't decided. Because the tricky part is it's only 2 hours. And so it's not like we're doing a whole page. So I'm almost tempted to pull up one of my work in progress, ones that are, you know, that's already semi-completed. And I have one in there of the rocking horse page that I think could be good. But I don't know. Since we're only going to do it for 2 hours and we're not finishing the whole page, it's like, okay, well, what could we get done in those 2 hours? You know what I mean? Like, I know she's got some smaller ones in there. Or maybe we could just, like, just focus on, like, a page that just has, like, baubles on it so I could color a full bauble. So I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see which ones I've done, which work in progress I have still to go, that kind of thing. Ooh, you know what I need to do, though? I need to make a Christmas playlist. I mean, if it's a Christmas event, we have to have Christmas music, right? Of course. Could find some good Christmas music. Who doesn't love Christmas music? Okay, let's see. So now we're going to use the Kelly Green. Broken tip there. The Christmas hair. I've done the Christmas hair, actually. I followed Johanna's tutorial for it and finally finished it. I did... it was actually like an old work in progress that I finally convinced myself, like, I should really finish this. And let's see if I can find it here. I was actually pretty pleased with the way the final product... Here we go. Let's move this so I don't smear anything. There we go. So yeah, I followed Johanna's, let's see if it's gonna focus. Yeah, there we go. I followed her Christmas hair. Yeah, it turned out pretty nice. I was pretty pleased with it, but it sat in a drawer for forever, waiting for me to finish it. I finally did. But this one is the work in progress that I was talking about that I might do. Right up here. Here we go. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, so like I did the rocking horse. Oh, the poinsettias could be fun. No, not that one. This is the work in progress for the rocking horse one that I have. So I could finish that one. But I don't know. I don't know. I have to think. Yeah, the poinsettias could be fun. Oh, it'd help if I had that back in frame, Try not to cover up the leaves. I tend to get a little bunchy and then I'm like this, but I gotta remember to kind of open up my grip a little bit here. Do the page that just has them on their own. Oh yeah, that we could do that. Well, because at the very least, since it's got 3, if we can get, you know, one whole poinsettias done, I'll have to look at them. Who knows? Maybe we could get one done in 2 hours. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Speed coloring, literally. I haven't done the poinsettias yet, so it's definitely in the realm of possibilities. But see, then my need to fight what the colors should be would make me want to like color the poinsettias blue or something. There And this is with that Kelly green. Okay. I'm nervous about doing the water on this page. It's hard for me to have a smooth surface over a large area. Yeah, I've thought a lot about the water, Samantha, and I gotta tell you, I haven't completely decided on what kind of style I want to do. I tend to go lighter, like in color, with like sky blue light and stuff like that, but I think I want to go a little bit darker this time. So, I don't know. I'm thinking a lot about it. I'm confident. I think it'll go well. But that's the other thing too, is I want to do it in a way that I know everybody else is going to be able to do it as well. Okay, so we're gonna use spring green now. So I'm definitely gonna go darker than my last one, because the last one, like I said, I used a lot of sky blue light and white and all of that. But I want to go a little bit more dramatic this time. Oh, this lead is about to break off. I can feel it. Yeah, I should just... I've only got a few. I can make it through without the lead breaking. Then I won't have to sharpen it. You know, I can tell sometimes you can just feel that it's loose in there. But I also don't want to push too hard and then have it flop out and then, you know, make a mark where I don't want there to be a mark. It's gonna come out. Let's see, you could do the poinsettias in that whitish green color and add acrylic paint of some type that's clear with blue glitter pieces. Oh, that'd be pretty. Well, and because it's Christmas, you know we're gonna have to use plenty of glitter, because what's Christmas without glitter? I mean, really. Everybody loves glitter on Christmas. Unless it's one of those ornaments that kind of like only has the glue, like the glitter haphazardly glued on, and then you've got glitter all over the place. We've got some snowflakes that I got at some point, and they were just, they exude glitter everywhere they go. It's like, you know the snowflakes were there because now there's glitter all over your walls. Go. We did it. Use markers faster. Oh, ooh, Mia, that might be a good idea for like the art markers. That could be fun. Something a little bit different. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do? All right. We're going to use our dark green. Oh no, that's the Peacock. Yeah, we're gonna use our dark green. Okay. Start at the top, follow this on down a little bit. We're going to have the dark green here at the bottom. Okay, there. Fade up in there just a little bit. Help if this was in frame, Emily. Alright, there we go. There we go. Folk art, glitterific, acrylic, paint, clear, hologram. Whoa. That sounds intense. Alright, there's that. Now we're going to use the Kelly green. Okay. Kelly green here. There we go. And spring green here. Right in the middle. Okay, there we are. Very nice. Look at that. Look at all that progress. Mod Podge Extreme Glitter too. Oh man. Anything with extreme and glitter in the same sentence you know is going to be epic. Oh man. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there for tonight. Like I said, I'm going to catch up with all the rocks. So hopefully we should be able to finish this, I think, by Monday, okay? So here, we're going to zoom out. I'm going to give you our little game plan for what we're going to be able to finish, okay? So let's zoom on out here. There we go. You can see that pretty good. Okay, so here is our schedule of sorts, okay? So Off stream, I'm going to finish all of the rocks. Okay? Like I said, you've had multiple examples set of colored rocks, so I'll leave it to you to finish that. All right, so off stream, I'll finish the rest of the rocks. On Friday, we are going to do the rest of the little sea stuff. So we got, you know, a little snail up here. We've got this flower here. We got the chest. We've got another snail here. We got some other stuff here. These leaves, this leaves, okay? So my goal is to finish all the rest of this extra stuff in the water on Friday, and maybe even this. And then that way we can dedicate an entire stream to the water, because the water is going to take us a little bit to fill in, I think, because we're going to have to work around all of these little things. Okay, so my goal for Friday is we will finish everything else. We might leave the sky for Monday too, but we should have this page finished by Monday. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to finish the rocks. They'll be done by Friday. On Friday, we'll finish all the extra stuff. Then on Monday, we'll work on the water and the sky if we haven't finished it. And Saturday, we will do the Christmas stream. So that should be laying out everything that we are going to do. Let's see. I haven't seen a local Walmart. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Mia. See, I'm not doing one right now. I'm puttering around my drawings and sketches. There you go. So, yeah. That is, I was wondering if you did that teeny tiny snail. Not yet. I'm tempted to leave him until after the water so that we don't smear him, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll probably do glitter gel pen on him. Okay, so Monday is our goal to finish this up. Okay, so thank you all for everyone that hung out and chatted. I love having you here. Even if you're not chatting in chat, I love that you're here and that you're watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you for the time spent here. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me and hang out and color and just, you know, everybody's friends here. So yeah, we will be live again on Friday and then Saturday and then Monday, and then we'll move on to something new. Thinking Hannah Carlson. Okay? So, everybody have a wonderful night. I think Samantha's gone already, but thanks again for that super chat. And yeah, everyone have a great night, and we will see you on Friday. Good night, everyone.